Alrighty, turn 374, December 15th, 42. Let's see what happens. Alright, he flipped another dot base. Hey, I'm not sure there's much here, but we will see. Wow, most of that naval guard is disabled. Damn it. Alright, day phase. Alright, morning air phase. No one there, but last time we did this, when the bombers show up, there was guys there. Alright, another P-40 kill. Oh nope, that was a Hurricane kill. Wow, no damage whatsoever. But we should have knocked him out of move mode at least. Feet. Wonder why we didn't get them. How much time? Oh, we only had a 1 minute warning. Is there not a base force there? Oh, I thought he did a lot more damage than that. Coming from Naru, huh? Interesting. Alright, that's it for the morning air phase. Here comes the afternoon. Damn it, we lost one. Alright, that's it for the air phase. We'll go ahead and finish up the naval phase and move right into land moving combat. Something just sunk. Alright, no combat, so it turns over. We'll go ahead and expand some bases, and then run through production. When that's done, we'll pause the video, grab some saves, grab some data, come back and go over a brief after action report. If you enjoyed watching the turn unfold with us, please go ahead and click on that like button. If you're following the campaign along but you have not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you clicked on that button as well. Alright, another slow day in the war. Point-wise, looks like we went up 20, Rob went down 1. In the air, it looks like he lost 5, we lost 1. Our 1's probably that Sally. Yep, lost Sally to Flak. He lost a Vengeance to Flak and Ops. He lost a B-24 to Ops. He lost a Hurricane to air, and a Hurricane to Ops. Alright, we lost 1 aircraft, probably most likely a dead pilot. Yep, alright. Incoming air units, 16 days. Incoming ships, 7 days to a destroyer, 9 days to a baby LST, 10 days to another destroyer. On the ground, we got 2 days to a pioneer unit, 3 days to a headquarters, then 11 days to artillery. Engines and aircraft. 19, 15, 12, 6 Tojo, 3 Val, 2 Helens, 2 Nels, 2 Zeros, 1 Dinah, 1 Irving, 1 Emily. How many of these guys we got? Not enough of them. Okay. Devices. Let's see. We didn't produce a whole lot this past turn. We got 6 AT guns. And a bunch of free stuff. Visual search, radar, sound detector, and a searchlight. Alright. Let's go ahead and bring up Combat Reporter. Amphibious, let's see, we dropped off, we landed at Broome. We're not really looking at for a big invasion of Australia, just kind of poking at the edges to see how he will react. Maybe throw off any plans he has using Australian troops up in the Solomon area. Their unit got pretty beat up, but we will see how that works for us. Yeah, we bombed him, he bombed us, kind of the same old. Signal intelligence. Nothing new stands out. Unknown ops. Let's see, replacements. Alright, that Pete's finally back into the stockpile. Repaired 2 tankers at Singapore. Oh, that's okay for that. For the Isuzu, she should have arrived at Singapore this turn. Refit a destroyer and a torpedo boat. Both went into refits at Nagasaki. We got credit for that kill. And we built a level 2 fort at Batavia. That's pretty much all the happenings for the entire turn. Let's go ahead and take a look around. How's he catching us? I don't understand how he can catch us constantly like this. I mean, our troops are moving for shit, and he just zooms right down here and run and catches right up to us, even though we bombed him and everything. I don't know. This stupid unit arrived at Makina. We're gonna say hi and kick his ass out with our regiment. All right. Down into the DEI. Nothing. Go look at Northern Australia here. Not a whole lot. There should just be like a base units. We're going to go ahead and do a... No, we're really disrupted the shit and back. We're not going to do anything here. We're just going to hold our own. We're going to go ahead and let him rest a minute. Looks like the entire unit's here, so we can just go ahead and get this guy out of here. Task force out of here, give these guys a day or so of rest. One thing that's interesting, he did not bombard us this turn from here, which means he doesn't have really any real artillery. My guess is it's like a port unit and like a little baby base force. Alright, let's check out the Deep South. We're still holding on to these islands. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, Efate is basically behind enemy lines now. There's almost nothing left. We got what, like a radar and that? Yep, a little bit of support, radar and some searchlights there, and that's it. The rest of the base has been abandoned. The Denny is basically abandoned. There's not a whole lot there either. We're building a line here in at the southern Solomons, as well as right across here. We'll see if it works, because he might just come up this way. Kind of looks like he might. I don't know. Looks like he might come up here and try to cut off the marshals, which is I won't say fine, but there's not a whole lot out here that matters. I mean, we could if there is, we could probably fly a bunch of it out. It'll take a while, but it is possible. All right, let's head on up here. Let's take a look at our picket line. Let's see, severe storms. Overcast, severe storms, extreme overcast. All right. Not much going on in Japan. Got a bunch of task force here, bringing in a bunch of resources, some oil. He's heading out. He's heading in. All right. Then up in China, pretty much nothing's going on in China. Pretty much status quo for quite a while now. I'm not sure how we're gonna get around that, but next turn, this guy should arrive here. We should maybe get some little bit of intel on Chongqing, and that's pretty much the turn. So until the next turn comes in, you guys all have yourself a great day, and I'll see you later.